I'm Matthew Hudson and I'm here with...
I'm Rebecca Cook-Tekush-Peltinano.
And this is our KTV live show. Today we're going to be looking at Valentine's Day because I don't know if you'll have clocked it yet, but it's coming up. So if you haven't bought your Valentine's Day presents yet, I would definitely head down to the shop if you don't want to be single on the 15th of February.
14th of February.
Yeah, but they'll dump you on the 15th because you'll have failed them on the 14th. So you turn up, they put on a lovely spread, lovely meal, and you've forgotten the present. So they're just going to look at you with a look of, it's only one day, you forgot the anniversary, you forgot my birthday, it's over.
And we were dancing now behind the stage as you were watching that clip. I mean, even Matthew was in rhythm, clipping his fingers.
I mean, everyone was dancing, so you've got...
I'm making this really complicated.
I'm going to go with Keynes and assume you're being right. Yes!
Yeah, it was.
Yes!
How? I really like dystopian novels, which is also why I brought up Orwell, because he really likes to touch on that subject, and Atwood.
The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah. Probably
Definitely.
one of my favorites, and I think she's going to be making a second, like a continuation of that novel.
Yes.
She announced that recently, so yeah, I'm really excited for that.
See, I'm going to sound really cheesy now, but as a child, I was mad about sports journals. Sports journals were great for me. I used to collect sports journals. I was mad about them. And in fact, talking about sport and the sports journals, we're now going to go to KTV versus Inquire, playing volleyball.
When the UEC held their vote on the creation of the role of VP Postgraduate Experience, you printed off the open letter you wrote and brought it to the meeting without informing others, meaning the open letter from the KGSA, which at the counterview was not provided as they were unaware that they needed to. What would you say to those that criticise your actions and the way you campaigned for the creation of this role? And we're going to stick with a question voting. We'll start with Sean this time. Now, as much as you've got things in your manifesto, there's also certain things that your manifestos are missing. And there's one area that neither of you have touched on. And neither of you mention ILPs in your manifesto. So I was wondering, does this mean that ILPs are not an important issue for you both? I mean, following on the ILP thread, there was a accessibility forum at Kent last term. I don't think either of you were in attendance, where they discussed various issues, various disabled students, and one of the things they actually highlighted was, while there were all these ILPs in place, they were actually rarely enforced, and this was one issue they felt that the union would actually be failing them on, because while they were talking there, it was kind of a bit too late and they were still needing more support. So what would you do to make sure that ILPs are actually enforced by the schools rather than just written and ignored?
Hello and welcome to KTV News. I'm here at the scene of where earlier this week there was some graffiti discovered on the wall behind me. The graffiti was the letters of the KKK as well as an attempt at a Nazi swastika symbol. We've been talking to various students here at the University of Kent to find out their reactions, one of whom actually saw it on their way into campus. It was visible on the Thursday, but it was covered up by the Friday, demonstrating how at the University of Kent they want to make it explicitly clear that it does not reflect the views of the average student, something which the students we've talked to have actually reflected in the interviews we did with them. I'm here with one of the people that actually saw this graffiti on the way into campus. Would you like to tell us more about that?
Because last year after the cross games, we were actually leading 3-0 regarding the whole varsity bit. I mean, it was interesting, the game, the way we kind of competed off, because if you looked at the score results, we ended up being 6-6 in men's lacrosse, and then we went 9-6, and then we went back to 9-9, and then we eventually pipped it. So lacrosse, if lacrosse follows last year's pattern, it could be a really interesting game for us to watch, with a lot going on, and you never really know what's going to happen, so it should definitely be something fun to enjoy. So that